That worked out good. Fallen.
Yeah, that was perfect. He's moving all right. That is.
Summer is one. And she asked me this Tracy's husband. All I know is he's in there every year. See, I told you he's been moving around pretty good.
Yeah, he does look not too bad today. I wish his hams were a little more full.
This is the first time he stops a kid and talks to him about their big beautiful other show. Talks to them and tells them he changed their kid.
I'll just write
Yeah, I just said I
should have slipped the judge and told him, tell Isaac when his brother came out, you would have placed higher, but that hairdo. I think Isaac would know when he did it.
Yeah. I know. I know.
And I don't know. I don't remember showing Mark something like that before.
Come on, leave Mimi out there. Good job, Mimi's. Isaac, you little shit. Keep showing your pig. He's ignoring me.
Where are kids at with buckets and stuff? I know Kendall came through and sprayed.
Stand up and show that hog. Show your hog. Oh, Mimi's in the top.
it all counts tomorrow.
That's right.
I I didn't need to swim the gate. I need to go forward.
Good job, Mia. She was trying to pen.
Come into this second lightweight class, and I think once again some different pieces that are brought to the table. I think we get the two out here, and I think they kind of surface themselves to the top. I'm going to go ahead and use the young man's belted hog, and one I would say probably didn't impress me right off the bat. And the longer we drive out here, I think this gilt comes at you truly squarer and wider at the ground in terms of her chest floor and reading her down through her knee and all the way to the surface. One that from the side, yeah, I'd like to elevate her in terms of her point of her blade. I'd like to make her a little bit leveler in terms of her hip. But I think this is probably the best center-bodied one, and probably the freshest in terms of her appearance when we get out here. And a lot of that I think can probably weigh into skin and hair. But the young man does a nice job presenting this gilt, and I think she's kind of a logical place to start. The young lady's blue gilt that comes out in second was one that when she first walked in, I really liked this gilt. She's the extended, she's the big topped, really thick-ended kind of a gilt. This one to me is one that we need to freshen up in terms of her appearance. We need to make her neck tie in better to her blade, and I think we could lay her back in the angle to her blade and make this one a notch more comfortable, but a really, really good kind of carcass hog in terms of her shape and expression.
Okay, Maddie. Just these two pigs, though. What? Yeah. These two that are in the ring now, they can come out.
The next gilt that comes out in third, this is kind of, I told the young lady, this is probably the problem hog for me. This gilt does a lot of really cool things from the side. I mean, in terms of making one tall bladed, really cool fronted, really, really level in terms of her spine, I like this female. But from there on, I think we get a little bit more terminal in terms of our look, in terms of our center body. This gilt also wants to get a notch more uncomfortable in terms of her front end and starts pushing out up there. I think we change her in terms of that, and she definitely work her way up because she's a really big top, really shapely and expressive kind of a gilt. The young lady's done a really good job of presenting this one in terms of her skin and hair and freshness. A gilt that I think just has too many structure points for me today to move up any higher. The young man coming out in four, I told him that he does a nice job driving this Yorkshire pairing barrow. Really, really like this barrow from about halfway down his top forward. He's a really, really cool fronted kind of a barrow. He's huge chested and really wide coming at you. Where I want to fix this one is from his ham loin junction back. He's a little too uncomfortable in terms of his step. He's a little bit shorter strided. And I also told the young man, this barrow needs a little bit more power going away from you. I think he's a big top barrow, and that kind of makes him look even less powerful as he goes away. But the young man does a nice job with him.
Okay, now he can go.